and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Lions! Ready?
On play action, Richardson. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go! Let go!
He'll get this count to the left flat. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down for Tennessee.
Eighteen Cardinal.
Now Richardson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of
They'll
6.
work now on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Sam Laporta. Touchdown Titans. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
3rd and long for Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Come on. Hey! 50, 50. Go!
Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go.
On the ground, here's Mitchell. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Zach Bond, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Steady.
Throwing, Richardson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Fielded at the 9. And he'll get a few yards on this return. Up past the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
First down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A run with Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Titans out to the early lead. We're back in Music City after this. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he is out of bounds at the 45. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Michigan man Mason Graham in there on the stop.
7-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now Smith gets it coming around. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play.
The 49-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Hurts. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Man in motion is Smith. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking. Oh, what are they thinking? It is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready? Tap the stick. Stretch the eagle. Stretch the eagle.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. That one caught. It's Chinwe Dike. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's complete to DK. Oh, big hole left side. He's still on his feet, and he will go all the way. Jim DeCash, touchdown Tennessee. That is first touchdown of the new year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Nashville. in a moment. 2nd and inches. He takes off, and he's going to have the first down yard across the 50 to the 48.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid gain.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
The RPO, that one is complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. 3rd and 2. Here we go. On play action, here's Hurts. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Now he'll just pitch this one out there.
Intended for Saquon Barkley. Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Moving to his right. Now, deep ball for Bateman. A huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And he'll spike it to stop the clock. And now, if they choose, have a chance for a long field goal here before the break. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Tag! Cougar 19!
And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
Good for an Eagles.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Once again, it's Barkley. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He called his own number, and it worked. 16 on the gain and a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. And good work here defensively. They force him out after a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on, go!
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Ready.
On second down, Richardson. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
From the gun, on third down, Richardson. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Titan first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Now go. Take.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screens. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
On the set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cougar 19. Cup 19! Cup 19!
The play action. It's Richardson. He's got it! And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 32 yards.
Tag! Bronco 80!
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jim DK. Touchdown Titans. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
Makes the score Titans.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Hurts working in the pistol. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. This is caught at 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. On play action, Hurts. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
3rd down and goal.
Great. 180.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be caught, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals. Yeah, Mike, and that should just about do it. They do have 1 timeout, so if you can get some stops, use your timeout. Theoretically, you can get the ball back. Not going to have a lot of time. Probably going to need a miracle finish.
On the give, it's Mitchell. Open space to the 35. And he will score! Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Man in motion is Smith. We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. Here we go. This is fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. They'll get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds remaining to play. Off the play fake, Hurts. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, don't touch that.
And in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Hurts will try it again. To the left side and taken in by down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st down, Philadelphia.
On play action, here's Hurts. That's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A give to Mitchell. Room past the 20. And so much of being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line.
23 yards. And the Titans.
So it's a win here for the Titans. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.